Hello and welcome to Terraria. My name is Todd, also known as the Imagine, and this is of course Terraria. Last time we left off during a pirate invasion. And yes, they're definitely pirates. And we're going to do our best to repel them. They're probably going to kick our teeth in though. Pirates are definitely an enemy type that you would encounter much later on. And we're probably not going to do super well against them. We're probably going to lose a lot of NPCs too. It's just somewhat to be expected. Only somewhat though. Let's buff up, why not? We got some food on us still. Get out of my way. Let's heal up. I don't know what just dropped, I think it was an eye patch. The big thing you gotta deal with when you're dealing with pirates is the guys who can shoot you, such as captains and the Deadeyes. Okay, we got one of the Deadeyes, we're good there. We're probably gonna lose most of our... Oh, there's crossbowmen too, I forgot about them. Captains are exceptionally dangerous because they fire like a volley of shots, as you just saw. There is also a boss-like enemy you can fight during this invasion. I don't know if we'll see one, because I don't know if we'll live long enough, but we'll see. Just trying to get some hits in. Crimities. And I am getting absolutely wrecked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Staying away, of course, from more dangerous enemies. We're gonna rush in there, try and get a shot off and do horribly, but still get a shot off and away. Get our crystal storm out. We haven't even made anything with our wonderful drops because of pirate invasion. Such a terrible fate that we've been visited upon. Oh, ow. Ow. Okay, we're just gonna use Crystal Storm from like a moderate distance away and hope that we'll get him down eventually. Those crossbowmen are nasty. We can really burn him down though if we can get close enough. Oh, that captain, oh my god, that captain nearly murdered us. Let's go back up here for a second where health regen is a little bit better. Oh, alright. Just got shot and instantly killed. Bloody captains. As you can see, the captains have a large amount of HP and kind of rinse through you. Sadly, this invasion's not going away anytime soon. So we're just gonna have to keep trying. If we can get our Zappinator to do some work for us, and not just get instantly rushed by fast-moving melee enemies, that'd be great. Let's get rid of this grave real quick. Ooh, and not get murdered by the parrot. There we go. Managed to get that fighter there. Oh. Activate my potion, and we'll hopefully survive for another second or two. If we can get him in a long line like this, we can get more of our bolts out, and that'll be good for us. Range is, I think, like the only thing we've got going for us against some of the ranged enemies, because our range is just slightly better than theirs. Oof. Oof. We can take them down quickly, but man, they can take us down just as quickly, it seems. Our tinker may die here. A sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh, our mechanic definitely died. That was unfortunate. Come on, shoot him. They're all kind of going through our house here, which is actually kind of good. Ooh, there's one above our house now. Let's get over here. Tinkerer died, which was massively unfortunate. Wow, that one went to the moon. Went to the moon. We really just need this pirate invasion to go away. we're not really equipped to handle it, considering the best weapon we currently have is our orange Zapinator, which honestly isn't even that good of a weapon. I just realized I haven't had my spider out. I need to get my spider out. That'll help a little bit. Having the Dryad buff will also help a little bit. Spiders, yay! Never thought I'd be thanking spiders for helping me against a pirate invasion, but there it goes. Terraria in a nutshell. Okay, well we're actually kind of killing them fairly quickly now, thanks to spiders. I didn't think spiders would do that much work, but they kind of are doing some pretty good work here. Out these guys. Oof. Let's heal up. And we'll burst them down more with Crystal Storm. Alright, I gotta pick up all this cool loot. Interesting golden stuff. New outfit. Yeah, not terrible. Surprised we haven't gotten the boss monster yet. I don't know if it spawns just yet though. If it does, I wouldn't be surprised if we get it soon. Oh, there it is. Speak of the devil. Meet the Flying Dutchman. Those cannonballs will wreck you. And also the pirates that jump out of it will also wreck you. Really want to avoid the cannonballs. Really not doing a lot of damage to this thing, are we? These pirates that kind of spawn out of thin air also not helping. A bit of lag there. That was kind of weird. Let's heal up. We do want to try and kill this Flying Dutchman if possible, because it will give us something very important if we can kill it. If we just stay ahead of it here, just keep firing, we'll be good. Jump over it now. Don't want to let that Deadeye get us. I really hope it drops the thing that we need. If it does manage to drop the thing we need, we will be actually golden. And we'll have an item that is probably the best in the game. God dang it. Those bloody Deadeyes. Down. Awesome. Oh, that wasn't the item that I needed. It wasn't a bad item, but it was not the item that I wanted. Cutlass is an okay melee weapon. Let's buff up, so we hopefully don't die again to randomness. Maybe we can get another Dutchman to spawn. Kind of hoping we can. Pretty sure they just spawn fairly normally once you've gotten to a certain point in the event. So if we just kind of wait around, another one should spawn, I think. I think that's how it works. Unless they changed it and I didn't know. And lots of gold on us. Enough to make quite a few reforges. Shame our goblin is dead. Oh, well, we're here where the invasion should be its strongest, too. I'm not seeing another Dutchman. Sadly, we might have to wait another invasion. Which, that would suck. I forget, does that item only drop on Master Mode? The item I was thinking of might only drop on Master Mode, which, if that is the case, that's massively unfortunate. It might only drop on Master Mode when I think about it. Regardless, we'll just kill this pirate's invasion. I want it to be over with. Done and over with. Tired of fighting all these dang pirates. And I don't want to lose all my gold. that would just be unfortunate. As you can see, our Zappinator does some quick work with some of these enemies. Even though they are fairly tanky and quite tough. Thanks to the fact that it's also near 100% accurate too. It's pretty good. At least for the first hit. Can't guarantee any of the random effects that happen after the first hit will be 100% accurate, but... Alright, well we defeated the pirates. That is some good stuff. Managed to get a bunch of furniture and whatnot. Alright. So now that we've cleared up that pirate invasion, we can make a couple of things. I am just coming back from a little bit of a hiatus in between episodes. This episode will come out a little bit late, and that is a result of some real life stuff. Had a family member who needed some medical attention and had to deal with that. We're just going to toss everything in here aside from our potions. We'll take out the souls and the hollowed bars. Everything else can just kind of stay in here, except for our mechanical wheel piece. I'll sort that stuff out later. The mechanical wheel piece will go into our valuables chest, which we'll throw in here. That'll be fine. So off screen, I managed to gather up some gelatin crystals in the hollowed biome, which is our ice biome here. I'm gonna try and head over there and find, if I can't find some more hollowed gelatin crystals, and I will also fight, what is it? I will also fight the Queen Slime when I summon her over there. I'll fight her and hopefully we'll get her down. So with the hollowed bars, the major things that you can do is you can craft the hollowed armor, and once you have the souls of each of the different types, so souls of sight, fright, and I think it's might, you can craft a pickaxe. Right now all you can craft is some melee weapons, and that's about it, almost all of it. I know that there's some other stuff we can craft though. So with souls of sight, as you can see, you can create either the Drax or the Pickaxe Axe if you have Fright, Might, and Sight. We can also create a Magical Harp, which is a pretty good weapon because of how much damage it deals. 40 magical damage. We can also create a Fairy Bell and a Rainbow Rod. The Rainbow Rod might be useful. There's also an Avenger Emblem. I'd say that of all these items, the one that I would probably use the most would be the Optic Staff, which is 2 lenses and a black lens. I don't know if we have the black lens though. Let's see. So yeah, the 2 weapons we could craft would be either the Magical Harp or the Rainbow Rod. My Superior Crystal Storm does more damage than the Magical Harp. The Rainbow Rod is useful because it's got a homing effect on it, which makes it quite useful, but it does have a large mana cost and also a large soul cost. Aside from that, yeah, I don't think there's anything else worthwhile that we can craft. So I'm going to try and see if I can't scrounge up some lenses to craft the Optic Staff, which is a pretty big upgrade for our Spider Staff. Where do I keep my lenses? Did I throw them in here by chance? What about here? No. Nope. Nothing there. I wouldn't have thrown them in there because those are equipment chests. So there's the lenses. Do I have a black lens though? Ah, that's the hard part, is the black lens. Yeah, it doesn't seem I have a black lens, which means that most of the weapons I can craft aren't really worth it. However, the one thing that I would like to do is I would like to craft a weapon just so I can have something that is somewhat of an upgrade. And the mechanical wheel piece creates the mechanical cart, but you have to defeat all 3 bosses. Same with some of the other weapons. Let's, since we took down the twins, let's see what we can craft. We could either do the harp or the rainbow rod. The benefit of the harp is it fires very fast. It has a very, very low mana cost. Pretty good critical strike. It's not faster than the Crystal Storm, but its projectiles bounce off of surfaces, which is pretty good. I don't think they home in any way. Do we have enough for both the harp and the rod? No, we don't. We only have enough really for the rod. Souls of Sight. So let's go with that. We'll go with the rod. We're going to do Queen Slime this time around. I said we would do the other mechanical bosses, but I think we're just going to focus on Queen Slime this time, and then we'll do the mechanical bosses another time. I know I have... Do I not have enough pixie dust? That's unfortunate. Well, we were going to go to the hollow anyway, so getting a little bit of extra pixie dust is probably a good idea. Meteor Staff. Meteor Staff is a very cool item, and it fires very fast with a low mana cost, but it's not super useful for us right now, so I'm not going to worry about crafting it. I could craft a fairy bell if I had enough pixie dust, but I need the pixie dust and unicorn horns, of course. So I need 2 unicorn horns. Do I have 2 unicorn horns? I don't think I do. I just don't have any of the materials I need to be able to craft some of this stuff. That is super, super unfortunate. Alright, well, we had to go to the hollow anyway because we have to fight Queen Slime. I should take a look at the hollowed armor. So the hollowed armor is 4 different sets. So you got the summoner set, you got the magic set, range set, and of course the melee set. The effect of the hollowed armor is amazing. It used to be the effect of the titanium armor, but they transferred it over to the hollowed armor. It allows you to effectively every couple seconds to dodge an attack. So that's to completely nullify the damage of the attack that would have hit you. And it has a very cool effect, so we'll definitely be getting the hollowed armor at some point, but we just can't worry about that right now. I don't think any of these melee weapons are worth it aside from maybe Excalibur to create the Terrablade. I'm trying to think. Do I have... No, I don't have any... I don't have the materials required for the Terrablade at the current time, so it's not even worth it for me to worry about that too much. We'll take our Souls of Night and we'll move those somewhere else for the time being. I said I was going to fix all this stuff, but I obviously have not. So we're going to do Queen Slime. Next time we'll probably do the mechanical bosses, or maybe the time after that, depending on... or the other mechanical bosses, which is the Destroyer of Worlds, and Skeleton Prime. We'll probably do them next time if I'm able to get stuff set up and ready for that. Maybe we'll space them out. Maybe we'll do like Destroyer one episode and then Skeleton Prime another episode. But this time around we're going to focus on Queen Slime. So I'm going to go to the Hollow real quick. You can only fight Queen Slime in the Hollowed. So that's kind of a annoyance, but it's not a massive issue. I don't think Queen Slime enrages if you leave the Hollow. You just have to summon her in the Hollow. She does have some very, very good drops. An armor set that she has, her armor set in particular, is pretty good, but I don't think it's as good as our adamantite armor. Adamantite armor is very plain and boring, but it is also very good damage-wise, so you're able to put out a lot of damage when you're using it. So we're just going to go down here real quick, and we're going to try and find another gelatin crystal, and if we're not able to find one in a reasonable amount of time, we'll probably just head back up top and see if we can't... Oop, there's a pixie. We need some pixie dust. We do also need a unicorn horn, 2 of them in particular, for Rainbow Rod, which we probably won't be finding any unicorns anytime soon. I don't even know if this world can really spawn them very easily, because of the fact that we don't have a lot of above ground hollow. Most of our hollow is underground, aside from this little area here. So if we were over there, we could potentially find some unicorns. So when you get down into the hollow deep enough, you'll start seeing, of course, crystal shards. And there's a very specific type of crystal shard that gives you the gelatin crystal. I'm trying to see if I can't see one. Not seeing one immediately. Okay. Let's see here. Obviously I died here at some point by a spitter of some type. Turtles are very dangerous enemies. Probably one of the most damaging melee enemies in the game. They're also just annoying in general. Getting hit by them is a big, massive, sucky, bad time. Ooh. Did I just get... Yeah, I got frozen in place by that spider. How annoying. Alright. We're just having a bad time here. Let's teleport over here real quick. I'm just trying to get deeper down, because I've been deeper down than this before. Alright. Trying to potentially see someplace we haven't seen before, if we're lucky. That little bit of ice right there was saving my life from that turtle. That turtle really wanted to kill me. Okay, let's fly over here. Let's see. So now that we have the Rod of Discord, one of the major things that we can do, of course, is we can just teleport through caves. We don't even have to dig anymore. We just have to wait for the teleport cooldown, which, as I described, is just right there. Fairly simple, super useful. As long as you can see it, you can teleport to it, and I think you can actually teleport to places you haven't seen as well, as long as you can get there. As long as there's an open space for your character to be in, you can get there. So yeah, it's definitely much easier, of course, if you can actually see where you're teleporting to, but it is not critical. What is in here? Is there anything good in here? Got a chest. Nope, not really. I don't really need a glowing whatever in a bottle, or a blizzard in a bottle. Pretty useless. I'm kind of coming across my reasonable amount of time now, because we're kind of hitting the area where 3, 2, 1... teleport. Okay, well, that's a mermaid. 3, 2, 1, teleport. Okay, let's go over here. We'll go back down here again. I still haven't seen any gelatin crystals, at least not that I think of. Oh, there's one. So this is a gelatin crystal. As you can see, it's got like a little flashing animation to it, unlike the other ones. And boom, gelatin crystal. So those summon Queen Slime. So we got a bunch of those. We're just going to teleport back up top. That way we don't have to deal with traversing our way back up there normally. Queen Slime, if I remember correctly, is not super difficult. There is one special thing about Queen Slime, is that she flies instead of King Slime. King Slime just kind of jumps at you. Queen Slime doesn't. I don't think she has any ranged attacks. I could be wrong about that. She definitely has a lot more smaller slimes, which will shoot out, and they do hard mode damage, but I don't remember her being difficult, like, ever. She just kind of keels over the same way King Slime does. She is meant to be like one of the very first hard mode bosses that you can fight, so it's not like it's meant to be very difficult. We'll just teleport, get over here a little bit quicker. Alright, so now we're here. I don't think Queen Slime has any sort of day or night requirement, so If you're worried about that, don't be. Let's go further over here. So we'll just summon Queen Slime. I think we can handle Queen Slime just as is. There she is. So right now in this form, yeah, she's just fairly quick. She summons our flying slimes. One downside is obviously we have to deal with the ads and her, and she does have ranged attacks. I honestly never really paid attention to that. Bloody slime ads are probably the most dangerous thing about her. There we go. Just needed something with a little bit more speed. Oh, she is starting to shoot out more projectiles. Ooh. She's even got like bouncy projectile minions. That's kind of weird. Like I said, I don't remember her being that hard, but I could be entirely wrong, because I don't think I really ever fought her very legitimately. Most of the time when I fought her, I've already defeated most of the mechanical bosses and have hallowed armor at that point. So this might actually be somewhat of a tough fight, though it's not really looking like it's gonna be. Even with her upgraded allies, she's not very imposing. I know in her final phase she will be more imposing, so I'm just kind of getting ready for that. Okay. Our major goal is just doing enough damage. Ouch. Thankfully our spider minions are doing some pretty good work on her minions. And we have enough mana potions to really kind of just keep pumping out damage. Almost infinitely. Okay, so now she's in flying mode. And this is when the fight becomes a little bit more dangerous. Because she can just kind of fly at you now. She also shoots out these like projectiles at hers a lot quicker now. So we gotta be more careful. You really gotta get better at dodging, don't you? Let's teleport over here real quick. Just to give us a little bit of space. Try and get us out of that situation a little bit quicker. Ooh. Okay, we're definitely doing enough damage to her. But she's also given us some hits at this point. Going anywhere near the ground is a pretty bad idea if her ad's around. And now she's spawning them at quite a quick rate, isn't she? Oop. Okay, we took a lot of extra hits there. It seems our Crystal Storm is really good for dealing with her, though. We're kind of having to use a good amount of our healing potions. Kind of an aerial battle at this point, isn't it? And there we go. That is Queen Slime. She really doesn't go out dignified, does she? Exploding in a fort. Alright. So, not very hard. Not really meant to be very hard. I don't remember what her drop is, but we'll find out. Okay, so we did get the major thing we wanted from her, which is good. We got the new mount. So previously we had just King Slime's mount. Now we have Queen Slime's mount, which is a flying mount. It doesn't have infinite flight, but it can fly pretty well. It does have the similar effects to King Slime mount. So if we jump on something, it will take damage. I was trying to show it off there, but I was doing terribly. But it does move much quicker. It doesn't fly very quickly, but it falls very quickly, so because it can fly so high, the falling quickly makes it a pretty fast mount overall, so it's a very good thing to have. Apparently she was throwing a party cool bathwater at us. Crazy, that's a bad joke. And her expert item is Volatile Gelatin. Releases volatile gelatin periodically and damages enemies. I forget, do we have anything that would be worthwhile to replace at this point? Maybe our Shield of Cthulhu? I think this only works if, yeah, if there are enemies nearby, it just kind of throws out the little projectile she was throwing out. She does also have a Crystal Assassin set, but we didn't get the whole thing. It's pretty much an upgraded version of the ninja set. I don't remember it being super useful. 14 defense, 16, yeah, like I said, it's not as good as our adamantite stuff, so we're kind of already above it. She does also give us a new grappling hook though, which is kind of an interesting one, which teleports you to where it hooks. I think it only, yeah, so it only has one hook, which is the only downside, really, to it. Not even that big of a downside, honestly. Okay, so in between parts, what I will do is I will try and farm up a unicorn horn, or specifically 2 unicorn horns, so we can get get the rainbow rod. Maybe I'll also get the materials for that fairy bell. But I don't know. Probably not, because I don't want to use too many souls of sight just yet. I want to kind of like save those until we are able to get a better set of armor or something of that nature. We'll see. We'll kind of see how all that goes. But yeah, I'll make preparations for next time we will fight one of the other mechanical bosses. We'll either fight Skeleton Prime or we'll fight the Eater of Worlds. One of them. Let's just head back home. I don't like it here. Like I said, we did get pretty much the one drop we wanted from Queen Slime, which was the Queen Slime mount. It moves fairly quickly, and as a result, because of kind of how quickly it moves, it's probably our major way we'll be moving around until maybe we get a really, really good set of wings and something from a boss drop later on. But yeah, won't be a massive issue. And also very good. Just overall very good. I think if you're using the Queen Slime mount as well, I think you don't take fall damage if I'm not mistaken. So I can take my wings off. That's my fall damage protection. Yeah, I definitely would have taken fall damage from that. So while on the Queen Slime mount, you don't take fall damage because it's a flying mount. So that's really good. The Queen Slime mount, just in general, is probably the best early hard mode mount you can get your hands on. And mobility-wise, it's just great. We could probably take off the lightning boots and the harpy wings if we wanted to while fighting bosses, just because of how fast we move on their mount now. So yeah. Anyway, enough blathering from me. That is the Queen Slime fight, and we'll do mechanical bosses next time. Goodbye.